Walter is with us in Atlanta. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show, Walter.
Hey, thanks for taking the call, Dave.
Sure. What's up?
All right, basically, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to handle the situation, which is I'm newly married, and my father passed away last year. I've never been really into credit card debt, so I did have zero as far as that. But with the inheritance money, I did have my car and my house. So I took the inheritance money, paid off the car, paid off the house. Like I said, I'm newly married, so I'm actually living with my wife in her house now, renting out my house, and I have $100,000 left. She has a lot of student loan debt, and she's not interested in trying to really take care of it. So I'm trying to figure out what should I do with the extra money that I have left.
How much student loan debt does she have?
$200,000.
Good Lord. Is she a doctor or a lawyer?
No, we sat down and went through her finances, and basically she went into deferment for a while and did the minimum payment, didn't know she was paying less than...
What is her degree in?
Communications.
A master's?
Yes.
In communications?
Yes.
And how long ago did she graduate?
2013.
5 years ago, 6 years ago. Okay, So this was probably $150,000 when she got out.
125, something like that. Yep, and it's up to 200,000.
So she has no intention of addressing the student loan. I'm curious.
Her plan is to.
What's her plan?
Her plan is to
die with it.
It almost seems that way. She said basically she'll do the payments and pay it off in 20 years. Or that she's hoping to get a job that's going to do some type of student loan forgiveness, some magical way it's going to take care of itself.
Now, how old are you two?
I'm 40, she's 41.
Okay. Well, there's two problems on the table from the information you've given me. Okay. One is that you guys are not working together and are not in agreement on finances. Because one of the top things as we study wealthy people who win at money, okay, one of the top things we find in the data points is that the husband and wife are on the same page and they're in agreement. You all are not. And so that's strike one for you're going to be able to become wealthy. Strike two is when we did this millionaire study that we just finished that's in Chris Hogan's book, here's an interesting statistic. When we ask the question of the general public, do you think your destiny financially is in your control? 62% said yes. When we asked millionaires if they think their destiny is in their control, and by the way, 90% of them did not inherit any money or enough to become a millionaire, so 9 out of 10 of them were first-generation rich. When we asked them, is your destiny in control, as opposed to 62% of the public said yes, 97% of the millionaires said yes. Now, what that indicates, Walter, is hope. That says back there when they were broke that they believed that if they planted corn, they would grow corn. Yes, God has to bring the rain. Yes, God has to bring the sun. But they believed that they had, if they controlled the controllables, that they could get out. What I'm hearing behind your wife's statements is a very sad loss of hope. She feels overwhelmed and doesn't believe she can ever get out. That is a second data point in our conversation that says you all are not going to be able to build wealth. We have to fix those two things for you guys, Walter. We have to help her have some hope, and you two have to get on the same page, or you're not going to win with money. You would be a unicorn if you did. You'd be highly unusual. Now, what is your household income, sir?
$130.
That's excellent. And the property that you paid off, what is it worth?
It's worth $222.
Excellent. Okay. If I could get the two of you on the same page, what I would do would be I'd throw the 100 at her student loans, and I'd set about a 2-year plan on paying off the rest of them. On beans and rice, rice and beans, and I'd be debt-free in 2 years. Or I would sell your property and be debt-free in 20 minutes of her student loans, one of the two. But I would not keep those student loans around like they're a freaking pet.
No,
And it's spiritually, emotionally disastrous, not to mention financially and mathematically, because they indicate to her that she feels trapped, and the only way she's going to get out is dumb luck.
Mm-hmm.
And that tells me how hopeless she is, and it makes me feel sad for her heart, because she's kind of got an attitude about it. She's kind of blowing it off, but below that attitude is this deep sense of feeling trapped.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot, so I'm sure she's overwhelmed by it.
Yeah, I'm sure. And the good news is she's got you. The two of you can do this together, and you're not overwhelmed. I mean, you could sell a rental property and be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do that unless we can agree to be on the same page, and unless we can, as a result of that, cause us to hold our chin up and be very hopeful about our future. But right now she's stuck in victim land, and we have to get her out of that land. So I wouldn't make any major moves today until we can solve her hopeless issue and until we can solve getting on the same page issue. As soon as we can solve that, I would either use the $100,000 and your income on a tight budget to become debt free, or I would sell the rental property and become debt free instantaneously. One of the two. But I'll tell you something. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to try to help with this because my heart hurts for her broken heart. She's stuck. And if I give you Financial Peace University, our 9-week class, for free, can you get her to attend with you?
I'll do my best. I mean, she's not on it, but I would definitely I can get her to do it. She'll do it.
Yeah. Just as a favor to you, it's completely free. I'm not making anything. I'm losing money on this, okay? But here's the thing. Do not go, Walter, without her.
Yes,
because it's going to drive a wedge in your marriage, because you're going to get more and more and more excited about being debt-free and building wealth and less hopeless. Meanwhile, she's going to be on the other side, and it's going to drive a wedge between you. And I don't want to drive a wedge between you. I want to help you guys pull together and pull her up out of this mud that she's in. So hang on. I'm going to give it to you, but please don't go to that class without her, because it'll make it worse. It's going to make your young tender marriage worse, and I don't want to do that. I would rather you just find some other way to get on the same page. But that's what's going on here. Hang on. Kelly will pick up, and we'll get you signed up for Financial Peace University as my guest. It includes the 1-year membership to Financial Peace, which is the whole thing online as well, plus every dollar plus is included. Wow, the whole thing. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of stuff.